Hi, welcome to another episode of How to Write Better Lyrics. Today we'll add another layer to our verses, and that is the content matter. First, the beat. I chose Young Asco. He's got a dope old school vibe. Here's a snippet of what we're going to use. Okay, so what I like to do here is use the current condition and advice. With that blueprint, you basically state how things are, and then you give advice on how to deal with them. It's like observation leading to appropriate action. So our first observation could be that richer men have sex with better looking women. Okay, now we have this sentence. Let's pimp it out and put it into a bar. We can say, richer folk is fucking thicker ass. It was unintentional, but I already rhymed richer and thicker, so we can consider that pair as internals. The word as, though, is our end rhyme. So we stated the observation, now we give the advice. Our advice could be, well, you better start learning and increase your income. Putting this into a bar, we can rhyme ass with class and say, better pick a class. Then rhyme class with cash and continue like, better pick a class, up your cash. Then rhyme cash with pass and say, better pick a class, up your cash, then you get a pussy pass. Now, I want to flow out of that bar so we can have a more dynamic flow. We'll rhyme pass with glass and finish the bar like, pick a class, up your cash, then you get a pussy pass for the hourglass. Alright, check it out.
Richer folk is fucking thicker ass. Better pick a class. If you cash, then you get a pussy pass for the hourglass.
And then we can convert that set of single rhymes into a compound and rhyme hourglass with power jazz, saying for that hourglass, get that power jazz. Then we'll continue with the same set but return the singles with telegraph that you won't have a lag, then you smash. So on a contextual level, we're using the observation advice blueprint. On the rhyme level, we're using the fluid flow that uses a single rhyme tree. With this flow, once you have your sentence, you turn one part of it into half bar, then rhyme the end word, rephrase the sentence so it has that rhyme, make that rephrase into a half bar, then rhyme the end word, rephrase the sentence so it has that rhyme, make the rephrase into a half bar, and rinse and repeat until you have nothing left. A cool tip is to write longer sentences in the beginning or just write a few of them, because using this single rhyme fluid flow, you'd be able to go through lots of content fast, so be prepared. Okay, back to it. Here's what we got so far.
Richer folk is fucking thicker ass. Better pick a class. If you cash, then you get a pussy pass for the hourglass. Get the power jazz. Telegraph that you won't have a lack, then you smash.
For the next quatrain, I'm going to do a my intent and then advice for you content set. With this, you basically disclose what your mindset is, and then you give advice to the person on how to respond to your mindset in the most optimal manner. On the rhyme layer, I would love to add some fast rapping parts and some more compounds, of course. Now, I can start by disclosing my mindset. I can say, I have wisdom and I'm using it to increase my income. Now, putting this into a rhyme, we can start with the fast flow. I can say, snippets of wisdom I got. Then rhyme wisdom with bum and basically say, bum out my haters. But instead of haters, I would say, bum the ops. Then I can rhyme bum the ops with bump the odds and say, bum the ops, bump the odds in my favor. Now the word favor is a great transitioning rhyme. We can couple it with paper and say, bump the odds in my favor to collect my paper. Now this is a rhyme tactic Biggie used to do where you finish a couplet with a separate rhyme set like AAABB. A little more explanation on the AAABB rhyme scheme. It's fairly simple. You use the same rhyme tree throughout your couplet and just finish it off with a separate rhyme tree. Using nursery rhymes, this rhyme scheme would look like, I need my head, do you know where it's at? I want it back, but I fear it's no longer here. Okay, back to it. Alright, here's what we got until now.
Snippets of wisdom I got. Bump the odds in my favor to collect my paper.
After that, I can do another fast rap part. I can rhyme the previous fast part. So we had snippets of wisdom, which we can rhyme with couple of minutes of dictum. Then it's time for the advice. I can advise them to become a listener and bump me in their car, letting other people know about me, right? Putting this into bars, we have dictum rhyming with victim and income. So our bar would with a couple of minutes of dictum, become the victim of my income. Then we'll continue the bump word, but this time it will be in the context of listening to music. And we have bump me from a Lincoln system. Now I chose Lincoln for no other reason but because it rhymes with victim and income. At last we can finish by saying, let 'em hear my serum. Okay, now as you can see, you don't need to just write the end word if you're half bars. Once you have your sentence, you can pick any word from the bar you have already written and find a rhyme for it. You can use them 2, 3 at a time. So as you saw me do, you can pick 3 words from your bar, then think of rhymes for them. Use those rhymes for the rephrase of that sentence so they're included in it, and then format it into your next bar. This way you'll have both your intent in there expressed in a rhyme dance flow. Okay, back to it, alright? So here's the full 8-bar piece.
Get your focus fucking thicker ass, better pick a class. If you cash, then you get a pussy pass for the hourglass. Get the power jazz, telegraph that you won't have a lack, then you smash. Snippets of wisdom I got, bump the odds in my favor to collect my paper. With a couple of minutes of dictum, become the victim of my income. Bump me from a Lincoln system, let 'em hear my serum.
Don't forget about your 2 blueprints: current condition, observation, and then advice. My intent, mindset, and then advice for you. For homework, try writing a couplet where you use one of those blueprints, expressing it through the AAABB rhyme scheme. That was it. Thank you for watching.